I make a motion that we approve it, Mr. Chairman. Also, as presented.
Okay, we have a motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Martinez, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the minutes of December 4th meeting.
I had a question, Mr. Travis. Yes, sir. On the tanks, back to these tanks, did they finally make a decision on the third water tank? There was one going to be replaced by Luna, and then there was another one.
We have a meeting next week with the engineers, so
Okay,
when we get updated, we'll let you know.
because the minutes reflect that it's going to be on River Road.
Like I said, we have a meeting with the engineers next week. So after, well, next week we'll be able to solidify more of the project.
So that's also, so this is a matter of time.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. With that, you know, I put that change in the minutes, that it's not for sure that it's gonna be on River Road. Or is that for sure? What about the others? Are those for sure also or no?
The location of the tanks?
Yeah.
Airport Road, Luna, and was it Candy, right? I believe so. But like I said, we have a meeting with Walden Corbin next week because they're coming on in person, so.
Okay. That's the only question I had about the minutes, because it said that it was going to be on River Road. I said, really? We didn't talk about that.
On River Road?
Oh, it was River Road.
It wasn't River Road.
We can go. Okay.
It was the River Road, it was,
Are you on?
Arriba Road.
Oh, okay.
That was,
a different story, right?
yeah.
Because we just talked about that.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I misinterpreted it.
No, you're fine.
I don't know why I thought I said River Road. Okay.
Arriba Road.
I meant to underline it, but I didn't have.
It had an R in it.
That's okay. Okay.
I can make that change
Thank
from
you.
River to Arriba Road.
Yeah, with that change, then
Okay, so you make a motion then, Rudy?
I do, that we accept the minutes with that change.
Okay.
Okay. Also bring that with us.
We have a motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Martinez, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public input.
I have not received any public input.
So who's running third?
Business item. Number one, recommendation for approval to award RFP number 2026-05 for laboratory testing and related services to Eurofins Environmental South Central LLC and New Mexico Water Testing Incorporated. And enter into contract.
Like I said, this one is just to get these guys under contract, so that way we can utilize them to take our testing, so that way we don't have to do the 3 quotes or anything anymore.
In my opinion, that's the best way to do it. It's too much up in the air, just.
Yeah.
What has to be done.
And at least with this, we solidify everything else, so.
Thank you. Chairman, I can make a motion. For that RFP 2026-05 for laboratory testing to New Mexico testing and interim contract. Before I second the motion, I want to answer again. So both of them are going to get the contract. Eurofins
Eurofins and South Central?
Yeah.
Yes, because there's some testing that South Central does that Eurofins don't. So in order to get a full range of all of our testing, we have to get both.
I was just wondering, because on the bidding, they were really bidding, it didn't.
It's on the bidding,
Gas page.
Eurofins and water, what about it?
I don't think they didn't bid against each other then?
No, it's, this is a proposal.
Proposal.
Yeah, it's not a bid. It's a proposal.
Thank you. Yeah,
So-
that's literally right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, if it was a bid, that's for money. This is for professional services. So yeah, no, they were bidding against each other. And I don't know why procurement you, well, I don't know why they put that on the things for bid openings and proposal things.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Put it up there. All right. I'll second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we have a motion by Mike Martinez, a second by Rudy, all in favor?
All right.
Opposed? All right, number two. Recommendation for approval of addendum number 1 to contract number 4175-25 with Advised Law LLC for additional city attorney services.
And this one's just an addendum for another year for the attorney services.
And these are,
Here it is.
are they from Vegas?
I think so. That's, I'm not sure.
It is.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. Oh, customs. And I'm related to. That was, that didn't really,
Yeah,
by that means,
hold on.
yeah.
And we'll get you a copy of the rate sheet. They've been working on that now.
I appreciate it. You can, because he's related to me. Yeah. So he's.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to send the contract to advice law or attorney C.
I second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Mike Martinez, a second by Rudy, all in favor? Opposed?
What's that?
We're good. I'll be good.
It's on the site these first. That's how we got very well. Cause yeah, we have a place that has a lot of.
Thank you.
Gotcha. It's okay.
Okay, we'll move to number
Yes,
what, 4? Recommendation for approval of addendum number 1 to contract 418625 with Chemtrade Chemicals for standard aluminum sulfate.
Chem trading. This is just another one contract so that we can obtain the chemical for the water treatment plant.
Isn't that a duplication of services?
What do you mean?
You have two, we just finished approving one for that.
You know, a lot of these people, all they do is sell like sulfate or different things, so you need a good book cannon so that you can get it when you need it.
Can I make a motion that we approve the contract to, Chemtrade Chemicals for standard aluminum sulfate?
We'll make 1, 2, 4, 3 of those stops.
I'll second that.
Okay, Johnny, we have a motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Martinez, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 5, recommendation for approval of addendum number 1 to contract 418525 with leak detection service incorporated for gas leak detection services.
So on this one here, it is an addendum
for another year of service with, this, leak detection company service. We did utilize it last year and we do want to go into addendum number 1 to utilize it again if possible. What I mean by possible, remember, we did invest into a leak detection mobile service, so we may conduct our own next year, but we're down on that, but we could.
And remember, gentlemen, just because they have a contract with me, but they're having work.
Yes, that's the,
Just to get service,
yes.
That's important to note.
Do you have the manpower and all that to do your own?
Yes, sir. Yes, we do. And everybody right now, so in reference to purchasing a protection for the mobile unit with the vehicle, prior to purchasing it, part of the agreement was for training as well for our staff, which our staff is trained and certified on it to utilize the equipment as well. So
Great.
Well,
Do you need a copy? The rate sheet is on the back.
I just wanted to reach.
Oh, I didn't want it. Oh, I told George I was already making copies of the rate sheet of the whole contract. Do you want one?
so the contract there is the original one for the attorneys, and that the back of that is their rate sheet.
Fair enough.
And again, it's as needed, whenever they do the work and they get paid.
The majority of the time that whoever utilizes the attorneys is the executive office. So there's the original contract and there's the rate sheet to go along with it.
Thank you so much for your time. It's- Mr. Chairman, we're making motion that we, contract with the, leak detection services incorporated for gas detection leak services.
A second motion.
Yeah, thank you. Motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Martinez, on favor,
Right?
opposed. Second recommendation for approval to award RFP number 2026-06 for natural gas system planning, design, and construction phase engineering services to Solder Mill and Associates. And pipeline strategies and integrity LLC and enter into contracts.
So this one is well also, so in case of any events where we do need to do any type of extensions, and any type of engineering services, they will be available to be able to assist us for those needs also.
So we're,
And there was 2 of them who actually, yes, and we're going to approve of them. And I'm sorry. I understand you, Fairbill.
That's you, we too.
Yeah, because
Right, it doesn't come from-
but they're the ones that will be, you know, like John Jones. Remember John Jones? Or the handing uses John Jones, huh? Right, this way do too. The key is I didn't when you have to wait. That's what they specialize in street lighting, natural gas. What's the difference? Yes, right.
Great, Chairman, I've been to the contract with, number 2026-06 with the Solder Miller design strategies. That's second that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We have a motion by Mike Martinez and second by Rudy. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And there's a number 7 over here, recommendation for approval to award RFP 2026-07 for gas maintenance shop materials to Magnum Welding and Construction and enter into contract.
So this one as well, I know we brought up in the past in reference towards, adding another maintenance shop over there at our Mullins rate station. And, part of that is in reference towards, having more room. We don't have any room over here. We're very much congested. So we would be able to have a shop on almost having 2 headquarters, one over there and one over here. but for one of the backhoes to being over there, one of the lockers being over there. And, this right here, what we did go out to bid, I mean, for the bid, Magnum did come in the lowest. So we did have others that came in, a significantly amount higher. So this is why we're doing it.
And how big is the building?
It's gonna be, 60 by 125.
You're okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Where would it be located?
Mullins Drive. So you know where our main regulating station is, Mullins for the natural gas. I know my swinging time, like my kids might know where it is. We do own the property right next to it, and I believe it's close to 5 acres. It'll be on the 5 acre lot.
It's within the city limits or not?
No, it's actually county.
Does that include office and everything else in there, or just stuff itself
Later on, it's probably gonna be a shop itself.
within?
Yes, sir.
I like to go over here. Everybody's problem with it.
And I mean,
Awesome.
right now, I mean, this is for 125 by 60, still pretty big. But I mean, it will accommodate three bays. And then, of course, if later on in the future, for restrooms, possibly offices, with the design on what we kind of looked out and sketched out, it would accommodate for our needs as far as the size.
And the location will be right there on the road.
Yes, almost at the dead end of Mullins, yeah. So P&M is at the dead end, it will be right in between P&M and our radio station.
And that would just.
And actually, like, even if you guys get a chance, you guys have gone past by there, we've done a lot of work over there too. That area, I know Travis, I've seen it in the past where a lot of departments that were going and throwing dirt, asphalt, concrete, at one point in time it was open. And, we've actually removed a lot of that,
That's all I mean, like in Dodge City.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Well, I was just doing that, because it's good. I've always liked to address access.
Of course. Yeah, the access to the building itself. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is accessible.
Yes.
I make a recommendation, Mr. Chairman, that we award the grant to, for gas maintenance shop materials. For maintenance, but it's a gas maintenance shop material. Shop
Yes, sir.
to make them, well, in the construction and. To enter into contract with them.
I'll second that motion.
All right, we have a motion by Rudy, a second by Mike Martinez, all in favor? Opposed? Monthly report. If we get something like that in here today,
Yeah, they were, I apologize, you make that hard.
well, they came on the second one.
Yes, sir. They flew it. They were actually, I think, here president before. I think that. Obviously, the head of the team, that, yeah, they've already.
Attendance sheet.
Already have the attendance, he's already straight out for them.
Okay, let's see.
Instead of all the 20 pages of everything I used to give you guys, I cut them down.
Yeah.
Short, short, simple,
Well,
keep you guys, updated with everything going on, so.
there's a ridiculous.
Right at the scene.
I mean, there's a lot of information, but I
It is, I believe 4 pages, boss.
just wanted to make sure that I covered everything. If you guys want to, we'll just, we remain fully operational through the December. We're doing the regulatory compliance, uninterrupted, service of delivery and Continue process on critical infrastructure projects across water treatment, water distribution, wastewater treatment, customer service, billing and collections. You know, despite the staffing constraints, aging infrastructure, and winter operational challenges, department personnel maintain compliance with state and federal regulations, responded effectively to customers' needs, and advanced multiple capital and maintenance initiatives. In December, we were focused heavily on regulatory reporting, system maintenance, and procurement activities, and the preparation of major project schedules now for 2026. So project management, they obtained the quotes for services for the wastewater treatment plant for the roof. They're going to be remodeling that. They've obtained the quotes and they're going to issue the RFP for pest control. So we've been having issues with bees, mice, wasps, you name it. And we kind of got tired of having to go out for 3 quotes. So they're putting out an RFP to get pest control under contract. So that way, anytime we do have this issue, we can just call it and they can come right away. Of course, they helped David with the maintenance shop on their opening, their bids. They helped him with his RFP. They've advanced the sandblasting project at the water treatment plant for the filter beds. They continued on the automatic gates access at the water treatment plant and wastewater. They'll have new fully upgraded gates to where they can come in, push the code, and come in and come out. The SCADA, as a matter of fact, as of this morning, I just got word it is going to be completed tonight, hopefully tomorrow. So we're going to have a substantial completion scheduled early next week, and we'll have the 30 days to the final products. They submitted all of the water transport funding applications. That's over 30, almost 45 million that we've done in applications to water transport. They did the RFP, of course, you guys just saw that for water testing. Magnum Construction began the sediment removal at the Gaines diversion. They're completing it, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry. That's a typo there.
How did they get past the environmental list?
That one?
Yeah,
That one went through the NRCS, National Resource Conservation.
so you didn't have any problems with the environmentals stopping the process?
They really can't stop the process, but they have all that sediment blocking the river.
Yeah.
I hope
They'd like to.
I'll get it on the video.
They'd love to.
But they didn't stop us. We didn't have no problem. They coordinated the PLCs, programmable logic controllers. They did it.
Imagine all the fingers.
Good.
Water distribution, they repaired a leak that we had at the water treatment plant. Alpha Southwest removed the underdrain for filtering 1 and 2. They are coming in and we should have the filter beds 1 and 2 hopefully operational by the end of the month. That meaning we'll have all 4 filter beds in operation. They conducted their final walkthrough of the Peterson Dam on the 18th. Customer service. Yes,
Was that water leak, that last one that they had that was causing the problem at the beginning with,
no line up to the cabins, I think.
yeah,
No, this one was in front of the customer.
so they got that one before that. I mean, they fixed that other one way before this.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I just wondered. Go ahead.
Of course, customer service, they did 624 completed work orders, 26,406,453 gallons of water consumption was billed. They did 5 water after water credits. Staff productivity, customers represent cashiers passed high volumes of work orders and payments throughout the billing cycle. Staff successfully transitioned the new gas rates into the December billing. We did training and development, citywide training conducted December 18th and 19th. Safety topics were the New Year's resolution for workplace and skill focus is goal setting and achievements. Billing and meter reading operations, the Tiger system experienced 3 outages. No handheld issues were reported. Meter reading cycles completed on schedule. 236 work orders were completed, giving them an overall 317 work orders done. They've conducted extensive leak detection, consumption analysis, and customer notifications. They issued 32 consumption letters and completed multiple consumption reports and successfully processed regular billing cycles with detailed verification of auditings. Collection revenue, payment arrangements made this last month were 18. They completed 62 arrangements. There were 16 that were failed, and collection letters sent are 23. Then return mail was 138 items, and 30 adjustments were processed. Cutoff for non-payment activities continued per the ordinance with holiday-related delays addressed operationally. The wastewater treatment operation, of course, the average daily flow was less than 1 million gallons. The peak flow is 1.3 million. Effluent 29, influent 29, effluent 28. The plant operated at full capacity with compliance maintained. Effluent quality remains compliant. Corrective action report was submitted to NMED on time. The DP 494 permit application was submitted and it has been, as of this morning, it has been accepted. So we have to post it in the newspaper and all of that. So that's for sludge hauling. So the exceedances in total nitrogen and total phosphorus are noted in the evaluations that we have. Maintenance and capital needs, UV disinfection maintenance have been completed. Generator replacement projects have been initiated. They've continued sludge hauling and dewatering operations, and their ongoing challenges include aging infrastructure and limited potable water at plant and staffing shortages. So as of next week, there's 2 new employees that are going to be joining wastewater. If if they pass the background
So,
and the drug testing, so water distribution, 126 miles of the water network, 7,134 active connections. Well, not active, but there's 7,134 connections. They fixed 1 leak. They did 10 samples. They're all in compliance. And installed 480 feet of 2 new-inch water main on Santa Fe Street. Installed 12 county services this last year, 0 outstanding services. Those are the ones that we did for the partial lift of the moratorium in county. And as a matter of fact, now starting as of January 1st, they got renewed. So now it's 15.
nice.
All staff completed their OSHA 30 trainings and advanced multiple infrastructure replacements and relocation projects. Their challenges, of course, your emergency leak response demands, short staffing, and cold weather impacts of field operations. Water treatment plant operations, of course, we did the 2023 comprehensive performance evaluation is officially closed. The TOC exceedances has been resolved through the SUVA compliance accepted by the NMED and 0 plant shutdowns in December. All reservoirs and storage tanks remain full. Filter beds 3 and 4 are fully operational with new media and controls. SCADA upgrade is ongoing. Like I said, we just got word today that it will be completed by tonight or tomorrow. Magnum Construction has completed the sediment removal projects there in the back. They just put the, sorry, I'm trying to think of that netting.
Yeah.
Geobrook. They just installed that back. Ongoing coordination with NRCS, SMA, AECOM, and NMED. Equipment obstacles and long lead times, the administrative order compliance activities is ongoing. And of course, staffing and training demands remain high. The administrative order that the city got back in 2024 due to the 2021 sanitary survey that was lingering over the city, that has been closed out and accepted by NMED. The TOC through the SUVA has been in compliance over the running annual average, which has been the whole year. We met with them last week to finalize the administrative order, and they are going to look back on the running annual average for the byproducts, which are the trihalomethanes and the haloacidic acids. So if those have been all in compliance, they will lift the administrative order.
Good.
And just to give you a little bit of background, the total organics and the dissolved organics, that's everything from the fire, ash and everything. Now, how you get your byproducts is when you try to get rid of your TOCs, when you get rid of them and you add your chlorine and everything, it's a chemical reaction where it creates your byproducts, your trihalomethanes and your haloacidic acids.
But we're not through it yet, right?
We're not what?
We're not through with the contamination process yet.
So right now we're in compliance.
No, I'm saying we're in compliance, but I'm saying we can expect some more contamination as the rains come and the snows melt.
That's for Mother Nature on that one, but I can't tell you.
What are the engineers and them saying? We still don't tell us.
Nobody said anything.
Okay, I'm just wondering, cause, again, FEMA is still responsible, so what I'm saying is, has anybody done any studies to find out if there's more stuff that's gonna be washed down?
Not that I'm aware of.
And also, what about the, I hate to use the word meteorological because anyhow, reports for the future. Have we studied what might happen within time, the way that, with global warming, things are changing even in our area.
No, there's a 40-year plan that's New Mexico has been drawing up and it's showing drought, but
Yeah.
they did not expect all the rains and everything that we've been getting either, so.
True.
Like I said, it's hard to say anything. Mother Nature does one thing to another, so.
But all you're saying then is whatever comes down the river, you've got things in place to
Yes, sir.
handle it. Yeah, so it's here.
Yes, sir. We're, like I said, we're coming back into compliance and we're doing all our upgrades and everything to mitigate what, we're predicting that's in the water, so. Now, there's something that's, we have no idea about that. We'll find out at the time of testing.
But you guys doing the right thing now as far as getting stored it full and then just in case.
Yeah, we started Eggs full, Brandner's full, Peterson's full. All of our tanks are 90% full. So,
Then we're gonna have a gold rush. Everybody's gonna wanna go with it.
of course, there's been no report of it. Agency, safety briefings conducted prior to projects, ongoing certification testing, preparation for operators across the divisions. Sludge maintenance upgrades, we're looking into a fan press or a screw press. There's replacement of aging vehicles and heavy equipment. We're doing generator upgrades, aeration system improvements, potable water supply to wastewater plants, that's what we're planning. Entrance works and UV systems upgrades. Department-wide challenges, of course, aging infrastructure across all utilities, staffing shortages, limited maintenance scheduling, increased regulatory complexity, and equipment procurement delays. Action items and priorities for this coming month, we have advanced critical maintenance projects, weather permitting, continued operator certification testings. We're preparing the capital improvement planning and funding projects that we have a water trust board, DWSRF. We're also maintaining regulatory compliance and reporting, and we're strengthening our departmental coordination for our shared resources amongst the divisions. And the conclusion is utilities department has demonstrated reliance, professionalism, and dedication through the December 2025. Infrastructure and staffing challenges persist, progress continues through disciplined planning, strong regulatory engagement, and focused operational leaderships. Continued investment, communication, and patience will be critical to sustaining and improving utility services for city residents. One day I'll get them shorter than that.
Gas and solid waste departments, consolidated monthly report. Gas department operations and field activity, sent gas leak detection equipment for calibration. We have to calibrate these GMIs once a year. Hit gas service line at 1059 6th Street, repaired and replaced service line to the alley, 110 feet of 1-inch PE polyethylene. Installed new gas service lines at 2101 Lopez Street and 2103 Montezuma Avenue. Relocated gas service lines at 1013 and 1015 Lincoln Avenue. Renewed gas service line at 615 Baca Avenue, upgrading from steel to PE due to discovered leak. All the materials to the Mullins Drive project. Travis has been assisting us with some material on some dirt. We appreciate that. We've been hauling material from water treatment to Mullins. Assisted the streets department with utilizing the backer to clear the area for the Christmas tree across the park. Training, compliance, and qualifications. All gas employees passed bulk fusion and electrofusion testing. All gas department employees attended citywide training at New Mexico Highlands University. Jacob Mejias, our field supervisor, requalified on operator qualifications and passed. Michael Marquez completed operator qualification testing for the first time and passed. Energy Roulette operator qualifications. All required employees completed or are completing CBT computer-based training through Energy Roulette. Field evaluations conducted by supervision to ensure task competency. Safety documentation and year-end closeout. Gas updated all safety data sheets with current material and pictograms. Developed and updated standard operating procedures for routine and rare tasks. Completed all required 2025 year-end closeout tasks. Verified documentation and ensured proper filing in running binders. Continued weekly safety training. 811 New Mexico PRC damage prevention outreach. This I know it's planning, but this already took place. Planning an 811 New Mexico PRC damage prevention presentation to begin the new year, January 7, 2026 at Highlands University. Venues secured at New Mexico Highlands University Student Union. Invitation sent out to local agencies, contractors, schools, state highway personnel, and university departments. Presentation will focus on excavation practices, 811 usage, and state federal regulations.
Is that one when you called it for something before?
Yes, sir. So yes, before you dig, that's what you call. So in reference to this, I know this already took place, but it was a very good turnout. We had a lot of city employees who attended. Of course, Travis's crew attended, the streets department, park department. I think all in all, with just city employees, we total of 45 employees just with city employees alone. But we had a total of 95 attendants who attended this. We actually even had a representative from PRC. They came in just to sit in and verify what was being discussed. So it was a very huge turnout and success. This is something we're trying to plan doing a little bit more to the year as well, where we could actually have and host these presentations probably possibly 2 times a year versus just 1 time a year. But this will go any of the contractors, plumbers, landscapers, etc., who didn't attend, will get those outreach out and maybe have a hosting at Luna Community College versus the Highlands, so that way we get them involved with us as well also. Solid waste division, operation and maintenance, install new facility gates. The painting, I know it has painting pending completion. We are actually installed and they are painted. Continued training for newly hired drivers. Cross training as well has been implemented across the board. Maintain facility grounds and clean the scale using the vacuum machine. Perform snow removal operation as needed. Continued with weekly safety training as well as solid waste. In compliance with New Mexico Environmental Department on monitoring the old City of Las Vegas landfill. Customer service and safety, addressed and resolved customer concerns. Drivers receive positive customer feedback. Solid waste has been up to date with work orders. Reviewed and addressed minor incidents that in accordance with applicable regulations. Gas maintenance, gas and solid waste maintenance division. Gas service work orders, total work orders, there was 134. Check for leaks, 7, light pilots and cut-ins, 7. Read and read out gas service transfers, we have 45. Stop meters or AMR not registering, zero consumption and reprogramming, we had 13. Record damage meters, we had 1. Rereads, there was 45. Idle consumption investigations, 5. Connects, we had 11. Gas meter inventory and exchange. Majority of legacy meters have been replaced. Minimal remaining old meters across all sizes. Meter exchange is ongoing. We did not have to replace any big meters for the month of December. The R275s, which are residential standard gas meters, there was 4 of them, but a lot of them don't just consist of just replacements. Some of them are new meters for new services, etc. Solid waste division activity totals, total customer service, total customers served at the transfer station. We have a total of 734. Tires collected 86. Mattresses 94. Box springs 39. Sofas 78. TVs 5. Chairs 10. Total weight 2,247,532 pounds. Total weight out 2,206,960 pounds. Net material retained 40,572 pounds. Work orders for solid waste removes 20. We provided 37. New provides 37. We replaced 18 bins. Verified with 27. Rental 3. Extra pickup 7. Thank you for your continued support for both the gas and solid waste department as we close out the year and move forward in 2026. Respectfully, Junior Monthly.
Thank you, Brad. That'll move us into announcements. Anybody have any announcements?
I do. I just, I was given an award from the New Mexico Water Wastewater Association. It's gonna be the Northeastern Presidential Water Systems Operator of the Year.
Congratulations.
Nice. I will pick it up. I'll see shit.
How much money?
I wish. Yeah, it was, they nominated me, the Northeastern president was the one that nominated me, and I got like 3 different calls, so I told them to give it to the staff instead, and they didn't want to, so I gotta go to Las Cruces, nothing of the month to pick it up.
Usually it does. It's good that you included your staff.
That's the same as including your staff anyway.
That's good.
Very nice. Member comments, Mike Martinez. Anything?
Comments already. Rudy, you know, stuff to say that you guys are doing a good job and need to keep it up. I know that there's a lot of things that people pull, that I see, and I was wondering, how do they handle that? You know, people leaving stuff next to their trash bins that are on here. The guy can't get down. Something under the truck, he's got to schedule the meet.
You sir.
So we need to get some advertisement out there, let people know. And what you can't leave because nobody's gonna pick it up anyhow.
And we have been getting out there on the radios and we've been putting out there, but one of the things we are going to be working on coming now, probably the end of February, beginning March, is actually trying to be proactive and putting out the holiday schedules ahead of time so we could do them with our work hand now with customer service and implementing the holiday schedules to a bill stopper as well, but also the do's and the don'ts. So in reference to your statement with what was just mentioned, what we are trying to do right now is work hand in hand with code enforcement and getting code enforcement a lot more involved with what customers should be and shouldn't be doing. So right off that, the moment somebody's doing any type of construction or any type of renovation, which is taking place a lot around our community, which is a good thing. But what they are doing at times is as they're doing a lot of this removal versus keeping it in their yard, or actually renting a bin to get rid of the debris and whatnot, they're right away putting it onto city right away and city easements, city sidewalks, and they're not supposed to be doing that. So the first thing what the people do when they do that is they call solid waste and reference stores. I was like, well, these people are throwing their trash. What are you guys gonna do about that? Well, there's a process involving reference stores that, but code enforcement needs to be contacted first, and they need to do their part of things to going and educating the customer as well on what they can and can't do as far as blocking city right of ways and sidewalks, etc. So we are working hand in hand with that, but we are going to put that as well with our bill stoppers on just a notice in reference towards don't be putting out your couches out on the sidewalk. Don't be putting out your TVs. People do that. You know, or they'll put out a couch out there, you know, and they'll put a little picture on there free, you know, and sometimes the couch is really actually doing the couch, but you know, no tiene cocina, nada, ya, but you know, and they're trying to give it, but majority of people they're not gonna want that, so then what happens after a few days, it's
That's what I mean, yeah, and then the trash in the neighborhood is good stuff about that.
so we're trying to get that communication going. In fact, actually, we met with code enforcement yesterday. And we're trying to get on the loop with it. We're trying to get them on the loop with us, but
Yeah.
they're supposed to be
That sounds good.
more in detail when it comes to things of those essence.
And your trash guys were very respectful of the whole rate. Trash was taken out early enough. I was passing by, I put it back in for, on a weekly basis. But it was, no one went by and said, hey, cook it over here. Yeah. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. Actually, that's good feedback, so I'll be sure and share that.
Then it turned up in the shop right away and did it.
Okay.
That's what I want to see.
Starting,
Yes,
can you make a note that in the future for any addendums or anything like that, if we can attach the rate sheet?
yes,
Just the rate sheet,
just the rate sheet.
just the rate sheet.
It was emailed to them as well, the rate sheet and the contract.
That's fine, but now that we have their package here or whatever, we'll just attach the rate sheet.
Okay,
That's all we'll need.
okay, will do.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Can I get a motion during the meeting?
Like most of the this meeting.
Let's adjourn at 2:30 PM. We're getting faster.
Like, well, early